as a feminist, I don't think of men as evil or anything. I actually love men.
Whoa. Earlier on in the conversation, you said, I am against men.
Yeah, just to piss you guys off.
So what does feminism mean to you?
Like,
what does it mean?
Equality, equity, actually.
Equity.
Women make more money than men.
Equity more than equality. Because everybody has... No, I'm just saying that some people...
This is going to get good.
Yes, some people...
You finish, please.
Some people have different needs, and I think we need to be able to provide for the people that have different needs.
That's right. I think we need affirmative action for college so that we can equalize, because there's way more women going to college and getting degrees. So I think
men really need our help.
We need affirmative action for men when it comes to university enrollment.
Yeah.
And degree.
That's actually like statistically very true. I read about that too.
I
think in certain fields there needs to be more women representation. Like tech, I would say tech is one of them.
Women make more money than men. They just don't want to admit to it.
I think that's when girls need to grow up seeing like women in tech, women in like STEM. You know, I agree in that, but I do agree that men aren't like getting college degrees as much as women.
But when it comes to like more women in tech, could it also be the case that just when it comes to interests, women are just genuinely like less interested in those kind of fields?
I would say absolutely, but I've noticed the ones that do are very discouraged. And I only know that because I was in like women in business at UCSB, and we get that case all the time.
It's STEM. That's part of STEM.
I feel like they will tend to hire men more because they're like, oh well, they're seen as like, oh, men are more reliable. Men are like there's.
They don't see that. They see your work ethic. They see the work ethic that you put in.
No, I'm just saying that there's like.
I'm not saying they are, but let me just put that question out there.
No, I'm
are
just
men
saying.
more reliable? Just putting that question out there.
I don't know.
Do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think. Do you feel like you don't have the?
I've had some men let me down, but I would say just like out there, they're like, oh, men are more reliable. They're less emotional. There's like this whole thing.
They're more logical.
They're more logical. Just purely on statistics here, without making any definitive statements. They've analyzed the data on this. Men are much less likely to take They're much less likely to take sick days. They're much less likely to take leave. They're much less likely to be late for work.
Maternity leave. I mean, think about that. Women want to have babies.
Yeah, so without making a definitive statement, but it does seem to be the case that men are less likely to take sick leave.
Anyways.
And personal days, just saying.
Do you feel as a feminist, I love men. I respect men. I don't think of myself as superior to men. I wouldn't.
Just be honest.
I don't.
You're a female.
So what does that?
I'm not.
What does it mean that you're a feminist?
To me, literally equality. That's what I want. I want equity.
Okay, wait. So do you not feel like? Okay, equality. I feel like I have the exact same opportunity as any man, and genuinely, as a female, I probably have a little more of an advantage simply by being a female.
Congratulations, we live in America.
But exactly. So then what do you mean feminism, equality? I can vote. I can do all of the things. What do you mean that we're not equal?
I think feminism was a thing when we couldn't vote.
Slaves and stuff in other countries, and
in other countries, you just said we're in America.
I said congratulations, we're in America. We have those privileges in a lot of countries, and a lot of third world countries there isn't.
So go fight in those countries.
Yeah. Girl,
and enlist in the war, like we force men to do, but women don't do it. Exactly.
Women aren't even allowed to be in the front line in the first place.
Yeah, they actually are.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. My whole
That's not true.
I came from a very military family. Every single adult in my family, even my brothers, are in the military, and I could tell you right now, all the women they love are frontline women.
So it is. So you can be a frontline.
Yes, you can. It depends
if you decide to, and you qualify to be.
The only reason why women are deemed not reliable is because those women who are getting deemed not reliable showed up to that interview unreliable. They showed up and just completely bombed that interview.
They blew it.
Yeah, and if your first impression was so bad enough to where you think that you're not going to make enough money to get this role or anything, you did poorly.
Here's my issue with what you're saying. You're saying that people are denying women jobs because of things that they're thinking about women. It's a completely unfalsifiable claim.
It could happen to a
man.
man.
How can you prove that? How can you possibly prove that about the person doing the interview? It's completely unfalsifiable. Let's look at
and you can
actual
sue every company
reasons.
that does that, because that is
illegal. He made a
illegal.
decision to hire someone who wasn't her. The reasons, he thought they were more qualified for the position.
Not because she's a female.
Because people are interested in making money when they hire somebody. They're going to hire the best
I'm
person
also
to
a
that.
feminist because anyways, I'm also a feminist because I think that we need
that's two things debunked.
what's it called? We need
What do we need? Tell us what we need.
We need help.
Who needs help?
What do you need help with?
Because there's laws going against, first off, abortion. I don't want to bring up abortion because I don't want to get into that. But I think I'm a feminist for that reason. I'm a feminist because I want to
I've had 3 abortions in my life, and in no way, shape, or form do I feel like I'm insecure to men or that we don't have enough rights.
I never said we were in.
So, but feminism is advocating specifically heavily for female rights, right?
Can we do a contest at the table to see who's had the most abortions?
Can we not do that?
Actually,
that was
my bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
I
said
just
you
think
had
there's
3.
a lot of.
I thought you were.
There's also
a lot of
violence. There's also a lot of violence.
That's not
like
a feminist quality.
Dude,
it's just something that happens.
Crazy.
No.
That's crazy to say that.
You think that's a flex, dude?
No,
that is.
No, I'm just curious.
Okay, run it back.
That's funny.
Shut that down really quick.
Anyways, there's a lot of violence against women.
Am I being extra?
There's a lot of violence against men.
More violence against women.
No, there isn't.
Yes,
no,
there is.
not.
Statistically speaking, men are way more likely to be shot, to be stabbed, to be assaulted. You know what women are more likely to be? They're more likely to be stalked. No, they're more likely to be.
You know why? Also,
they're more likely to be SA'd, and they're more likely to be stalked, and they're only more likely to be SA'd if you don't count the prison population. Okay, statistically. So there are some things where women are more likely to be victims.
Men do not speak up about those things because then it makes them feel weak.
Because they've had to suppress their emotions.
It's other men that are making other men feel like they can't
It's other men.
Is that what you said?
It is.
It's toxic masculinity.
No such
Why
thing.
don't men
No such thing.
why don't men why don't men want to speak up? Because they're afraid of getting judged by other men.
My mom used to beat me.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're afraid of being judged by women.
Exactly.
No,
and her
I would
friends.
never judge a man if he got assaulted.
If he got assaulted, came back crying to you.
No, how is that?
You would never judge him. You wouldn't.
I wouldn't judge him. I've been in that position. I've been in that position where I've been assaulted.
I'm so sorry.
I've been in that position. Why would I ever go and turn the tables and be like, you're whatever, you're worthless, you deserve that? Why would I ever do that? I'd be there. I'm a good person, and for you to make that assumption is fucking terrible.
This is the thing where she's
do not make that assumption.
No. Again, remember my thing earlier about how women are depending on my own benevolence to ignore the point. This is what they do. Okay, this is what they do.
No, how dare you make that assumption about me? Sir?
How dare you?
No,
You deserve a lot more. I'm so sorry that happened.
But wait a second. What are you?
Sorry.
But what are you assuming? You're assuming that I don't care. That I'm saying you don't care about that person.
No,
I'm saying you would be unattracted to him as a man. Yes.
No, I wouldn't. And here you go making another assumption, sir. Here you go making another assumption.
Basically.
I would never. I would never.
Excuse me, you're interrupting a woman, you sexist.
Hold on. Okay, so
A woman is speaking.
She's saying it's basically women are getting more abused than men. My mother used to beat me every day until I was removed from the home. So women do cause a lot of assault. They really do.
They do.
And blaming it straight on men, saying that women have no rights, well, then why didn't my mom do that?
Do you know which children are most likely to be abused? Single mother children.
She wasn't a single mom. My dad just had PTSD and she knew how to control it.
Single motherhood child abuse happens at a higher rate than 2-family households, and
I'm the 7th kid.
Yeah, and single father households. It's where most of the child abuse occurs.
Yeah, but just saying that, pushing all these problems onto men, that's actually what's wrong with society.
Yeah.
I think everything is an equal thing. Everything should be completely equal. We have every single right that a man does, and logistically, we are getting paid like 49 cents more than men in every single job. Actually, like office jobs, we are getting paid more than men. We have so many rights because we fought for so long. They really are. Like, and I don't want to say that.
I don't think that there's a wage gap, but I don't know.
We have the spreadsheet.
There is.
Oh. Is it really?
We have the spreadsheet on the phone.
Ready for this?
That's true. That's
true.
This is a really good stat. We talked about this at dinner.
Okay, so the actual wage gap in I believe it's North America. It's either North America or the United States. As of 2020, is 17 cents. Women make 83 cents to that of men. That's all men and women. Mm-hmm. If you look specifically at men and women under the age of 30 who work full-time jobs, it's 93 cents. And in most of the major metro areas where women are complaining the loudest about the wage
gap, which are predominantly liberal,
they outgain men. Okay. In New York, women, I believe, make 101%.
They're complaining about working 12-hour shifts. That is insane.
But my point is, the wage gap, when we say the wage gap is a myth, that whole thing, first of all, there's a reason the wage gap exists, and there's also a reason why it gets higher the older you get, because women decide to do things like take leave to take care of children. You can't take 3-4 years off from work, come back and be like, I can't believe the guy who was making the same amount as me 4 years ago is now making more than me. Like, you can't make that complaint. You can't do that. So most of the women who complain the loudest, which are young females in major metro areas, they have literally nothing to complain about. Nothing. To your point,
they're bored.
They have the same degree of equality as men do. They have access to everything that men do. Everything that you say about what men think about women or what higher managers think about women is what you think they think. It's completely unfalsifiable.
I completely agree with all
and
of
by
that.
the way, I know I'm kind of like shouting this at you. I'm shouting out of agreement. It's just...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
I know
very
you don't
nonchalant.
disagree with me on this.
I'm very nonchalant. But it's feminism. I don't like saying that's a bad topic. I mean, if you're a feminist, you're a feminist. You just obviously don't realize how much far we've gotten in America.
That's a stupid story. Or how they they frame feminism
You're talking
now.
to a woman right here, okay? Can you stop being sexist,
What if
please?
I'm not a woman?
Huh?
What if I have a penis right now?
Then literally you're just I would
sorry.
ask you to get therapy because all of that in between is fine, but when
don't,
you're
but if
when
I
you're
did, that'd be
when
pretty
you
crazy.
are biologically born with a vagina, you're a girl, and when you're born with a penis,
I'm out of here.
you're a
I'm not
male.
gonna sit
Whoa,
by
wait,
here.
wait.
No, I'm not
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
sit by here.
wait,
No,
wait.
that's fucking transphobic as fuck.
Wait, what?
Fuck you for that.
Doing her best
Wait,
Kiko.
wait. Come on. Wait, what? Wait, who? What did you say?
She said she didn't like trans people.
No, that's not what she said.
She said that she hates
I said
trans
that if you're,
people.
if
No,
you're,
she said
no,
it.
no,
Dude,
no,
it is
I said if you're
amazing.
biologically
It's
born with a
amazing
vagina, you're a
how you
girl.
can
If
just
you're
be
biologically
losing.
born with a penis,
Wow.
you're a man.
God, she made like
I
4
don't
points
believe
about
that up
feminism.
to-
I'm gonna
like,
put.
She was a man.
No. Stay.
I'm sorry, Brian.
No, dude, she's gone. Just stay.
No, but that's not cool to like this one walk out like that.
No, just the show must go on. The show must go on.
That's not cool. Like she's a girl. I don't think she should.
No, she's good. She's good. The
Yeah,
show must
'cause
go
if I had
on.
walked off-
She blew
No
off.
one
She
said
blew up.
anything rude towards
Don't
her.
trip. She's good. She's good. Trust. Yo, Madison, you're gonna sit right here, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna sit over there.
No, she's just doing her best. She was doing her best Kiko impression.
Am I not allowed to sit there because my nipples?
What? No.
Is that why? Can I not sit next to my roommate? I'm kidding. I don't care. No, I don't care at all.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you scoot over. Madison will sit there.
Slash.
Put the seat boosters over there.
I
though.
mean,
All right, that was our first bangs walk off. I wasn't really like super tuned in.
Dude,
No,
the
it's 'cause
moment
really-
that
You told us not to not be tuned in. Come on.
she
Well,
made
I
like
have-
a
I have-
trans
You're
statement,
allowed.
and like I get it. Like, you know, people get touchy on some topics like that.
What?
I still think it was funny.
But why?
Wasn't she
Opinion
making the
versus
point
opinion,
that
right? She
men
was the one who
aren't
was
more
like,
emotional
it's okay
than
to have your
women?
opinion.
Or
I'm
that women
against
aren't
it.
more
But
emotional
I get
than
what
men?
you're saying. I'm not
Some
arguing.
people-
Yo,
Yeah,
yo,
some people just have the
stop. One at a time, please. I've repeated myself multiple times on this. One person speaking at a time. It's very simple. Go ahead.
No, I feel like there's just I'm not this way, but I respect people that are this way. They just believe in things really strongly and get emotional and upset. And I think that she probably just, you know, the worst words about trans. I was
It's like-
trolling, but you know.
I am so completely and utterly repulsed by the way that you live your life.
That's so hot.
Did I storm off
That's
the
a bit
set?
mean.
No, but
That's
did I
so hot.
did I storm off the set?
Are you like trying to make me horny right now?
No, but I
She likes
bet
to be
it's working.
degraded. Be
Right.
careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. She's been soaking for you.
The seat is getting kind of
Yikes.
slippery.
Okay, good to know. We're gonna have to disinfect that.
What happened while I was gone?
Were you not at the table?
No, I was in the
dude,
bathroom.
You're always
I
gone.
said like I was like, what if I'm I'm sorry. I was gonna explain to her, but
Madison, you're always gone when the shit
I
goes
know.
down.
It was
What
Rage
the
Quit
hell?
Kiko.
No,
all
I
over
made a
again.
joke. I was like, what if I have a dick right now? And
Wait,
she
she-
was like, I
hold
would be
on.
repulsed by that, and that pissed her off. 'cause
Wait,
she
wait,
was like,
that was it?
No,
That's what she
no.
got upset about?
No.
No, because she was like,
She
No, I
defined what a
will
man and a
spill.
woman
I
are.
said if you are biologically born with a vagina, you are a female, and if you're born with a penis, you're a male.
That's it?
Right?
And,
That's
and
what
that
got her?
happened.
You said you were being so transphobic.
You don't
I'm
get to
gone.
decide.
I
Look.
feel like
You
it
know,
was a lot of things. I feel
Well,
like
we
she was
can't-
already like raging a little bit before from
Look.
like
The
what
feminism
you
thing
said. It was the
and
topic of
She
essay.
with her.
was
Wait, can
getting
I ask
absolute-
what's
It
the
was
hat? I've watched
escalating.
these. I'm like,
Okay,
what is
let's
it?
let's not derail the conversation here.
Look,
No.
she was getting absolutely
Tell you later.
obliterated every single time she brought up a point about feminism. It got debunked
By
in
a
a
woman.
sentence
You
or
can't-
less
you can't
by
put her down
both
too
men
much when she's not in
and
the room,
women.
though. That's not
So she was
cool.
pissed off that she had nothing
But she's
to
not in
back
the
up
room right now. You
to
can't-
back
you
up her
can't go too
beliefs.
heavy.
She had nothing, and she stormed off because she was looking for an excuse of something to get pissed off about, which was
No,
not
that's not
just
cool. You
I'm
can't,
getting
you
completely
can't talk shit when
owned on
someone's not in the
every
room.
single
That's a
subject.
pussy move. You're doing a pussy
Wait,
move.
what?
You can't talk shit when someone's not in the room. That's
what do you? He's not talking shit.
We're
He's
just
just
discussing.
I'm explaining what happened.
just asking what
I think
happened.
the way you phrased it was a little bit negative. I mean,
Oh, did it make
admit
you feel not
No,
so good?
I feel like if I was her and I walked out and then you started being like, well, you know what, she was, you know, and I'd be like,
or she could have just not stormed out like a child.
See, like that,
And she
like,
could have.
would you say that if she was right here?
been mad at me if I
No,
What do you
okay,
mean?
but like,
Yes,
would you say
if she
that?
comes
Yeah,
back,
no,
we'll be
you
like, don't
probably
storm out
would.
like
You
a
would say
child
that to her
again.
face?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think
Damn.
I would? Yeah, I would call her out. I'd be
Okay,
like,
you're being a good friend, but
No, like,
it's
okay, like,
it's
if you
upon
genuinely
herself.
would,
She had her
if you
choice.
genuinely would, like, cool, but like, if you're gonna like say this here and then when she's
yes,
here, be like,
I
hey,
would
what's
tell
up,
her.
girl?
I
love
would
you,
tell
like,
her
you
to
know?
her face. It
Okay.
is childish to storm off.
Just because you're upset.
Because
Why don't you call
honestly,
her?
I don't even think what you said was that. Like, there's way worse shit you could have said on that topic.
didn't-
Like,
Why
if
don't-
Chase was fucking here and saying, like, we could have talked about, is it? Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
Why
but
don't you
okay.
call her
Yeah.
and tell her this?
What?
Because we've had
Because I don't
right
powwow with the fucking girls on the panel.
Also-
Because we want
Okay.
adults on the
He
podcast.
told you that he's repulsed by your life, and you sat here and you were like,
Okay, I don't want
okay.
to put too much on it. I was just saying, if you would put your word like that when she's in front of you, cool. I just didn't know if you were like just talking because she was like.
Well, okay.
Another
so
lesson in men and
we're
women here.
right now we're live streaming. She just stormed out of the studio. Of course, we're gonna like.
Have something.
Are we
to
just
say.
gonna
Well,
not
yeah.
talk about
I
the
also
elephant in the
no.
room?
You
I
could
will
admit
say
if it was like.
I also asked what happened, so
Yeah,
I,
that's true.
I
She
also
was
just
wrong.
asked what.
I just
happened,
feel
so.
like, I mean, if you would say that to her face, like, cool, you know.
This is
Said what to her face?
If you were
this
like
is
she's acting like a
interesting.
child or something, but
Send her
if
the
she
link for
wasn't,
this after.
If
Yes.
she wasn't, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Send her the
okay.
link.
this is interesting. Men tend to speak very, very bluntly about exactly
I
what's
think
happening.
Logically.
blunt,
And
too.
you're
Logically.
and you're. I have a feeling that this is something that goes through the minds of women. Like, no, you shouldn't say that because what
She
if
does
she was?
not
Because what if she was
sugarcoat
here?
No,
because
I'm
women
I just want to be a good
probably
person, like
dance
not
around the
put
subjects
someone
and
down.
know that
for-
women
I
talk
can
shit behind their
listen.
backs.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's
She
all
does
it
not
is.
sugarcoat shit with me. She'll be like, "You're crying. Should I find you a therapist because they're educated in this?" Like she's
Okay, all right. So let me get a couple chats here. Yo, guys, go to twitch.tv/whatever.